Oh, what? Spent all this time. Oh, there it is. It was telling us it wasn't working.
Yeah, I could have turned on hotspot.
So if you're watching this later on the replay, because it'll be up on the channel, these first few minutes, we just logged in a little bit early in case anybody popped up. Right now, I think it's just us. So
yeah.
You look taller on camera.
Because we're sitting up, that doesn't even not slouching when you see slouch.
Usually they say the camera adds 10 pounds. I think the camera adds 6 inches or something.
See I'm slouching? Sitting up straight.
Me too. I gotta represent.
See when I slouch and you sit up straight, it would be a big difference then.
Yeah. Everybody else gets here and pushes back. Give ourselves a little bit wider angle. If we even have anybody show up to this thing. It may just be me and you. If it is, I'll just delete this video. But actually, no, we'll try it. And then I'll edit it and post it. That's good gosh,
just
look at this. Look at that shit. We can't touch the table no more than we absolutely have to. That way it won't shake.
Yeah.
So here in the old YouTube studio, I still need to get this here done. With the shell, so I can put all this glorious old stuff behind it.
Yeah.
And then I can just like read when I'm talking about something, I can be like, yeah, right there.
Yeah, you can do that for a decade.
No, not a decade, like a year.
And
Representing the days tonight.
It was a joke because me and Jesus before New Year's.
Teenage humor. You gotta love it.
It's more of a dad joke than teenage humor, sure.
You know how you... Well, I'll save it for the show. I got a joke for I gotta get my arms off the table. It's gonna shake so bad.
Yeah, I want to do that automatically, but then I do.
Yeah, well, somebody arrived. Whoever showed up, and whenever somebody comes in, just put something over there in the live chat thing so we know who's here. We're gonna wait a minute before we jump into everything. 3 people here now. So say hey so we know who you are and that you're here, and we'll wait. We'll get a few more people before we start trying some delicious Peeps and letting Lexi here go over a literal fraction of her Peeps merchandise collection. You wear a Peep shirt. Okay. Oh, well, there's Jason. He rediscovered the 80s. We're just waiting on a few more people to come in. If anybody else is coming in. Yeah. I had an idea. I told her I might call you up on the phone and put you on speakerphone and talk to you during this, and it would end up being on the video. I don't know about feedback, though. We lost somebody. It's just us and Jason. Jason and I talk every Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
Stop. It's going to pick every bit of that up.
Oh.
We started this too early, too, as far as when we actually hit the go live. Means I'll have to edit the video and cut all this out. Oh, there's somebody else.
Oh.
Huh?
Is that on here?
Oh, yeah. I gotta quit shaking. Oh, it's Tiny. This is not Tiny's first rodeo.
Yeah. He's watched like every single one of your live streams almost, I think.
Probably has. He actually, Tiny won, was it last year we done the Who Knows Dad Best thing for Father's Day? I think it was 2 years ago. Okay, I can't call Jason, but we had a contest last year, Who Knows Dad Best for Father's Day, where it was like the newlywed game. I had questions and answers, and I was reading them off, and Tiny played along and answered more questions correctly than either of my daughters. So Tiny became my favorite daughter at that point. So. Jason would be proud of me. I've got notes I mean, like not like good notes and their own cut up note cards from work, but I've got notes for tonight. I'll quit touching the table. It's shaking.
Yeah.
We got some late arrivals in the live crowd too. So if you hear anything, you know, that's what that is. Oh, Adam. Keep to himself over here. You can count on me not to make a peep. Adam's funny.
Mm.
Well, before we try, we'll go ahead and get started. There's several people coming in here now. So before we start with circling, leave the cat alone. You are a big fan of Peeps in general.
Yeah.
Eating them, collecting the stuff, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Do you know how old the company is?
No, I don't.
Just Born Candy Company was founded in 1910 by a Russian immigrant named Sam Born.
Dang.
That's how it gets its name, Just Born.
Huh?
It matches his name. It fits the concept of the candy and everything. Another fascinating fact. Quit looking. I'm going to try to surprise you with some stuff. Sam Born also invented the machine to put sticks into lollipops. I can't imagine what suckers would be like without that stuff.
Handmade and super expensive.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Peeps chicks or Peeps bunnies?
Chicks. All the way.
Really? How come? Any particular reason?
I like them better. They're better shape. They fit the package better. They're the original.
I would guess because they had more candy to them than the bunny. The bunny's smaller. Of course, you get like what, 12 bunnies, where you get 4 chicks?
You get the same amount of marshmallow either way. It's by the ounce and stuff are the same. It's just different shapes and stuff.
So I said Peeps was introduced in 1910. You know how long it took to get the bunny shape?
How long?
Didn't come along until the 1980s. Was the first time they put the bunny's shape into production.
Dang.
In the beginning, you know how long it took to make a Peep?
A day?
27 hours, more than a day.
Oh my God.
They fine-tuned it now, 6-minute process to make a batch. So it went from 27 hours for a batch to 6 minutes for a batch today.
That is pop them out.
Yeah. So you like the chicks. What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Okay.
Of the chicks.
Of the chicks.
Yeah, favorite Peeps color is yellow.
Okay. Well, the original yellow chicks are still the most popular of all their creations.
They're the original as well.
You know how many of them are made each day? Take a wild guess. How many all Peeps, not just the yellow chicks, how many Peeps in general are made every day?
Give me a second.
We ain't got a second. We're live. Come on.
I'm trying to do math.
It's dead. We can't edit this out.
27,000?
27,000 a day, you think's what they make.
Probably more.
Try 5.5 million every day.
See, I was going to do the math. I was going to batch probably about 24 or 60.
Look, Adam's asking, when do we see the Peeps branded sneakers? And Jason corrects him, he means Crocs. Do not worry, that's coming very, very shortly. They're sitting over here beside us so she can show off. How many you think are eaten every Easter? Just for Easter, the Easter seed. I will call it the whole Easter weekend because I'm not sure what their time frame is.
8.2 million?
1.5 billion Peeps are consumed every year for Easter.
Dang.
Oh, boy, that's
so much.
I hope those people who's eating all that are also following it with a bunch of roughage. If not, man, that Monday after Easter, there's them sewer people and plumbers. They're busy because that's a lot of stopping there. But it bounces back and forth as the most popular Easter candy every year. I mean, the last several years, 2 things have been 1 and 2. They bounce back and forth. One are Peeps. What would you think the other one is? The other Easter candy that would be second or first, given the year.
Reese's eggs?
Yeah, good job. Reese eggs and Peeps battle every year for Peeps. Will you believe this, though? Peeps are not Just Born's best-selling brand of candy that they make. As many as they make, as many as they sell, Peeps is not their number 1 brand.
Is Mike and Ike's number 1?
Mike and Ike is number 1. They also make, what else do they make? You know what else?
Red Hots.
Hot tamales.
Hot tamales.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hot tamales.
They're both red. They're both hot.
So yellow's your favorite color. What's your second favorite color?
For the Peeps.
Come on, let's keep it moving.
I guess blue.
Blue?
For Peeps, yeah.
Blue was introduced in 1998. Lavender was introduced in 1995. Before that, they only had yellow, pink, and white. So.
The white and the green are the hardest to find. You can only find them in certain places and only at Easter. Then it's still difficult.
Now, at Halloween, you can find the green Frankenstein Peeps.
Yeah, you can also find the cats and pumpkins and ghosts and
So
gravestones.
the whole point we decided to do this live stream tonight, we talked about this a month ago. Every year now they come out with new flavors, and we got some. We're going to test them here in a minute.
Yeah, there's so many flavors.
When do you think the first flavor? To me, a Peep is just a Peep flavor. It's marshmallow, it's orange, crushed sugar.
Yeah.
Why did I say orange? It's just crushed sugar sprinkles. When do you think the first actual flavor was introduced?
1992.
No. Close. 1999, and it was vanilla. Strawberry followed in 2001.
They don't make vanilla and strawberry. Well, they make vanilla for some certain ways, but they don't make strawberry anymore.
Well, they probably rotate them in and out. And chocolate come along in 2002. Ever since then, the floodgates have opened. What Peep flavors, besides the ones we got here tonight from recent years, what have been some of your favorites that we're not going to be doing tonight?
Blue raspberry is a pretty good one. A bit strong, but still pretty good. Pancakes, those were good.
Pancake and syrup, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. The watermelons are the only sour ones, so they're fun in that aspect. That's probably my top 3, though. Although I pretty much try to stick to the natural ones and get like one of each flavor. Otherwise,
yep, she does. She does gather a lot of Peeps. And before we go any farther, if you notice this shirt I'm sporting tonight, it's Retro Days, because I wanted to remind everybody to go over to Retro Days' YouTube channel, Retro-Days, DAZE, and check out RD's Detention. It is the finest, most well-produced, independently produced YouTube show on the channel, on the whole network, the whole platform. RD's Detention. If you're watching this and you like retro stuff, and if that's up your alley, then RD's Detention is the top of the heap, the cream of the crop as far as all that goes. So go check out the Retro Days YouTube channel. Show them your what do you want to show them for? I'll let you show. It's your stuff. You can show it.
Well, they were asking for the Crocs. We'll show that first.
Yeah, that's kind of the main event. But go ahead and show them. So these were, like you say, these were the Crocs that came out 2 months ago? 6 weeks ago?
Came out in March, yeah.
March. The ones that she had to get up early and be there when they opened to get them that day, right?
Yeah, I had to travel about an hour away and be there at 7 a.m.
Just to get Peeps Crocs.
Yeah,
we talked about it on the podcast. I told the story because Jason brought it up in the news, and I told the story that those things were hot because you had to go get them. So show them off. Let people see.
They were limited.
Jason says, way to suck up to the audience. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Retro Days. I'm not sure I'm sucking up to the audience. So they have the actual Peep chicks mounted onto the toes of it. Did they come off?
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay. So they just snap on.
Yeah, they snap on and off, and you can put other ones on. I got some different ones.
The YouTube live quality sucks, so you're not going to see the detail. These actually have glitter on to mimic the little sugar crystal all over the shoe, and the chicks are actually, they sparkle if you really.
They have the eyes as well.
Better.
You just got to see the glitter, right?
Yeah. In that shot, the way you're holding it up there, you can. Oh, look, we got somebody else. Oh, yes, Peeps Crocs. I've been looking forward to seeing those too. Well, she's showing them off, and you can see they're still in pretty well pristine condition. She takes care of these things because she is a Peeps fanatic. Well, show them the rest of your stuff, and then we'll start eating this stuff.
That's what this one.
There's a new flavor we got here that I'm actually excited for.
This is just a metal tin that came with candy in it, but it's nice.
Like I said, this is just a fraction of stuff that this child has. I'm not gonna call her a child; she's a teenager.
Doesn't matter. Here's one of these. I got all of them, but the giant one and a few of the special ones. But otherwise, I got all these.
And you say you've got all of them done. How many do you think you have?
I probably have
stuffed Peeps.
30.
About
30 or 40, yeah.
Peeps. Yes.
So I got each Colin Bunny and chicks and these shaggy ones, and also the smooth ones. And I got the size smaller, and I got most of the mini ones as well. I only got 2 keychains, and I got one of the jumbo ones, but none of the 4-foot ones.
Oh.
And I got most of the special holiday ones. I got for Christmas, one Halloween. I think. I also got some of the original ones from the first round of making them back when they first came out, and they only came with the Peeps, and they only had like 4 different ones. I got all
Show off
those that
something
year.
else there. What else have you got?
What's
That's
cereal?
this year's, right?
Yes, this is this year's. I also got last year's.
And that's
box.
not a box that we'll be opening. That is a collector's piece for the Peep collector. This year's Peep cereal.
It's the same cereal as last year, except the marshmallows this time come in all 3 colors and they're shaped like actual Peeps.
Last year it was shaped like Fruit Loops, wasn't it? It was in circles.
Yeah, the cereal's still like that.
Oh, okay.
Last year's.
Oh, the marshmallows are shaped like Peeps.
Yeah, last year's only
bunnies.
yellow colored cereal with white little circles marshmallows. This year it has all pink, blue, and yellow Cheerio shapes with a pink bunny, blue bunny, and a yellow chip marshmallow.
Everybody likes different stuff. You know, Jason collected singles. I collect old unopened packs of cards. She likes Peeps, so yeah, and cat stuff.
And Funkos.
Cat stuff.
Speaking of Funkos,
Wait a minute. Tony asked, "How's the cereal taste?"
Tastes good. It's
It's a little too sweet for my taste.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Kind of tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, but more of a frosted than a honey taste.
No, it don't. Well, maybe to
kinda.
her. Maybe to her.
It does.
To me, it
kinda.
tastes like Fruit Loops to the 10th power as far as the sweetness. It's too sweet to eat. It's really good, but it's just too sweet to eat.
It's a little less sweet when you don't have milk. It's better without milk.
Okay, I was wondering if Tiny's seen that comment from Holly, a.k.a. Karen, says she enjoyed the cheeseburger episode last month. Thank you. I was not feeling good that whole time I tried to put that together, and it turned out it was what it was, but I'm glad somebody enjoyed it. So I enjoyed doing it, though. It was another excuse to talk to Tiny, which I never need one. But, so that's all the stuff she brought to show up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I also got the Funko. It's cool.
She opens her toys too, so good girl. But then she keeps the box and puts them back in when she's not actually got it.
I used to have them sitting out in front of the boxes, but I have too many now. They don't fit on my shelf, and you make more room. So they have to stay in boxes. One of them, this box is messed up, so it has to be sitting weird. But it also has the glitter on it as well, and it has Funko stylized. And it has a clear stand instead because it doesn't have legs.
All right, we'll put that up. We'll try these new flavors. That's what we advertise. That's what we do. We got 3 new flavors to try. There was actually a 4th this year that we didn't get our hands on. They made a hot tamales flavor of their cinnamon candy.
Yeah, I've seen those.
We seen them early on and then didn't get them again. I didn't see them again to get. But we were buying these things. So we got. Oh, and when we're done doing this, we'll do a little question and answer if anybody's got anything. I got a few things to show off, too, for people. Some pictures, put some faces with some names from the podcast. But we got chocolate pudding Peeps. Sounds intriguing for this year.
Yeah, those are the only ones, the new ones I've tried yet this year.
This one I'm kind of excited for. Root beer float Peeps. And then the one I'm really excited for is the Fruit Loops Pop Peeps. All 4 colors of Fruit Loops, and I'm not sure if they each are flavored differently or not. We'll find out soon. But let's go ahead and open the chocolate.
As far as I know, that's the only time they've made a flavor of pop, because they have the different colors for Christmas and thing. But that's the first time they made a flavored pop.
Go ahead and open the chocolate pudding. I'm not disclaimer. I'm not a huge Peeps fan. They're too sweet for me.
It's because they're covered in sugar, literally.
Yeah, I agree. Started to bite the head off the Peep. I'm gonna go all Ozzy Osbourne on these root beers later and bite the head off this little bat we got. Tiny thinks these pudding ones will be best.
They are really good. I tried them.
Oh yeah, you've already tried this one.
Yeah, I've waited to try the other ones. But
here's another question from a Peep lover. From stuff I was reading tonight blew my mind. Do you prefer your Peeps fresh, or do you prefer them when they get a little more firm?
I like them always, but I prefer fresh because I like the softness of it.
But you do eat the firm ones, though.
Yeah, I'll eat them anyways, but
it's
I
like
usually
50-50, the people they poll who eat Peeps. I mean, it's like, it's really divided. I want them fresh or I want them stale.
I think Mama likes them stale better. Jade just complains
I don't like
about
anything
everything.
stale better.
Me neither.
That's because your mama's stale. I'm kidding. Let's see what these taste like. It's got a chocolate marshmallow. You can't probably tell on this camera, but
chocolate pudding marshmallow, technically.
Well, it's not a white marshmallow inside.
Yeah, the only ones that are white are like the
any undercooked bat flavored Peeps. No. Hey, I got a quarantine COVID-19 coronavirus joke. Okay, I like this one. How do you tell the difference between an oral thermometer and a rectal thermometer? The taste. That's how you know. I may have already told you that.
No.
Somebody told me that yesterday at work. I about peed on myself. So what do you think? Chocolate pudding. Are they good? I think they're good.
Yeah.
Don't eat
really
another
good.
one. We're going to the next flavor.
You ate 2 as well. Wait, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I just ate one. Oh, sorry about that. That was my fault. It tastes like it almost has a hot chocolate taste to it. Hot chocolate pudding.
It's not as rich as hot chocolate, but yeah.
Tiny's asking about Bill Cosby Peeps.
What?
Too soon? I don't know if. I don't care. Bill Cosby was a hell of a good dad on TV. That's all I worry about. My kids ain't seen all the other stuff he's done in the news and all that, but they've seen him on TV. He's a good example that way.
Yeah.
Free Bill Cosby. OJ's out, and what do you do? No, too late. Okay, maybe it wasn't too soon. Jason says it's open it here. Oh man, I'm only this far away, and I can smell the root beer.
Oh yeah, that smells just like root beer.
That smells just like root beer.
Ooh, I do like the colors.
Yeah,
they're like a bright. They're a very warm brown. Oh, now it cools them off on the camera.
Tiny Mike can attest to this. You can attest to this. I am a root beer connoisseur.
Yes.
I would put myself in the top 10 people in the world who have tried the most different brands of root beer. Because root beer is like craft beer. They make it all over the place. It's locally made everywhere you go. I've tried it all over the country, halfway around the world. I've got my favorites. I got the ones I don't like. So I know root beer. I know good root beer. These smell like good root beer. These smell like you might not know a difference, people who don't really consume a lot of root beer, but each brand has a distinct smell. These smell like A&W. That smells like A&W root beer.
It does. It smells good though.
So let's get Ozzy Osbourne on this thing and bite the heads off these chicks. See if they taste as good as they smell. Tiny wants to know my favorite root beer. I'll get to that in just a second.
Ooh, it looks so bright white.
God, this is good. It smells good. Good flavor, but not a strong root beer flavor.
It's root beer float. That's probably
more ice cream flavor because of the marshmallow, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no.
They're tasty though. Oh, John's here. Hey, John, how you doing?
Most people say anyone's setting.
John says he loves root beer. There was an A&W fast food restaurant in Staten Island when I was a teen. It was so good. So you're probably a fan of the A&W draft root beer, like most people who go there are. So keep that in your mind, because Tiny asked what my favorite root beer was. My favorite root beer is from the Outer Banks Brewing Company in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, in Kill Devil Hills, because they make it fresh there. It has 0.5% alcohol in it, which keeps it extra bubbly and fermented and really, really good. Hey, Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff. So if you were to go to the A&W and got the on-tap root beer, turn that up to 11, and you have the Outer Banks Brewing Company root beer. That's my favorite I've ever found anywhere. I get a growler of it whenever we're around. People go there. I have them bring me back growlers. I got my last empty growler sitting back there. But now,
I got a question.
What's your question?
No, there was a question to me.
Oh, we'll read it there. See what it says.
The most peeps I've ever eaten when sitting.
Oh, goodness.
A couple years ago on Easter, I had like 3 boxes at once in one day, but like that's probably it. I don't eat a ton at once.
I can't verify when or she does or does not eat Peeps, but I know I've went in her room and found more empty boxes than she just described at one time.
Yeah, you should. So, sometimes you don't go in there for like 4 days.
I try to avoid you all.
I mean, apparently I try to avoid everyone too.
I mean, I lost my job 4 years ago. I just ain't told y'all, so I can still leave every day. Fitz is in St. Louis. Is the preferred root beer of his wife. That would be Adam. If you have a wife who actually has a list or a favorite root beer, then she's tops right there just for the fact that she cares enough to rank it.
Yeah.
Tony says, nothing grinds my gears more at a restaurant than when I ask if they have Dr. Pepper and they say no, but we have fruit beer.
Ew.
It used to grind my gears and Tiny's too we'd go north of the Mason-Dixon line. You actually have sweet tea.
Mhm.
They're like, well, we've got raspberry tea. Yeah, no, honey, it ain't the same thing. Thanks for trying.
Even out of that, I don't even drink tea.
Does not smell like Fruit Loops. It don't have any smell.
It has, yeah, it does. Faintly.
Maybe my nose is clogged. Is that a sign of the virus?
No, runny nose is a sign of the virus.
Loss of your sense of smell and taste, or both things. Yeah, Dr. Pepper's not root beer, but Dr. Pepper was created 15 miles north of where we're sitting right here. Which one do you want to try? I want to try the blue one.
I'm going with the green. So.
Okay, I'll try. It's interesting that they're on a stick. I guess you're supposed to just eat them off like chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, like chicken on a stick.
Yeah, you're supposed to just bite off the
But
stick.
I'm just going to eat it.
Yeah.
You do that. We'll do whatever.
Cheers.
Oh, okay. Cheers. Yeah, it's got a faint Fruit Loops taste to it. You got tiny says no sweet tea, no gravy and biscuits, no George Dickel. I've never seen the look you'd get from a bartender when they ask for George Dickel and they're like, who? We're not paging somebody, got. We're wanting to drink. Good for campfires. This has a really good.
Except this is a paper stick. It would just burn up. Catch on fire.
No, you have to put your own. You have to put them on your own stick.
Yeah.
All right, if you see which, this was the only pack of these I saw out all season. Good luck finding them. But if you do, you need to pick those
Find
up.
on the website. Because they have a website with several things they don't. They actually have some website exclusives, including earbuds and books and tableware and stuff as well. No, they do, and they got clothes and stuff and hoodies.
How much were the Crocs when you bought them?
The Crocs are normally 40 to 50. Those were 60.
I remember when Crocs were like $10 a pair.
Yeah.
Anybody else remember that? I do.
You're back in like 2000.
They weren't worth it then either.
Back in like 2010 though. They were really.
Have you ever roasted Peeps on a campfire, Jason asked?
Yes, I have.
What do you
Twice.
think? I think the burnt sugar taste would actually be good.
It's pretty good, but once you get to the middle, it's a little. It just kind of tastes like a normal Peep, but warm, which reminds of a melted Peep, which melted Peeps are not good.
Now, I taught her years
But the
ago
outside's really good on it.
how to take a moon pie and put it in the microwave and swell it up from this big to this big before you eat it. Get the chocolate all melty.
Yeah, that's good.
We need to do it with the Peeps. You might want to save those for after we're done and put them in the microwave.
Put the chocolate ones. Got the chocolate. Got the marshmallow. Just need some kind of graham cracker.
We got Cheez-Its. That would work. Anyway. So root beer float, chocolate pudding, or Fruit Loops? Which was your favorite?
Ooh. I'm going to say the root beer.
I think I'm going to go with the Fruit Loops. Them things are good. Are they good in hot chocolate? I bet if you put the chocolate pudding one in there and let it melt, it
Yes.
Yeah, you've put other Peeps in hot chocolate, haven't you?
Yeah, I put the normal ones in it and the Christmas one once.
She's like an old Batman TV show villain, just lowering them down into the hot chocolate like the Joker would Batman and Robin. And, you know, same bat time, same bat channel. I had to wait and see what happened. Adam wants to know, what is the Peeps collecting community called? Is there a name for the fans?
I don't know. I don't interact with people.
I call them all my Peeps. It's just me.
That's actually what their shirts say. There's a
That's
lot
why I
of
call this
shirts
the Peep
called
Show.
Hanging with My Peeps and it has Peeps on it.
Yeah, you got that one, don't you?
No,
something like that?
mine's
You
just
got one. Something.
Mine's just a band style key with Peeps on it.
Yeah. No, that's why we call this the Peep Show. I thought that was great. Karen says they're good in hot chocolate. She's done that too.
Great hot chocolate.
Same with my pops, Lexi. Peepers. Now that's a good name. Jeepers Peepers for the Halloween Peeps fans. Jeepers Peepers.
Yeah, I like the Halloween Peeps because I like Halloween.
Well, you want to sit around here for a
flush.
minute? I'm gonna show some stuff off. You want to?
Sure.
Because we talk about people on the show, on the podcast. Well, the first picture I'm gonna show. Look at him. Isn't she cute there? Look how cute she was. Did you say, oh God, no? This was 13 years ago. So she would have been 2 years old. Look how adorable she is. She's the short one on the lap, not the tall one. But
yeah, that definitely looks like a 2-year-old.
I thought I'd show that off. I found that when I was looking through some other pictures. John says he's curious about the hot tamales Peeps. Me too. I was looking forward to that because last year we started finding the what were they called? They were the hot versions of Gushers and Skittles. The sweet heat.
Oh, I hated those. They were disgusting.
Well, but they were flavored with cinnamon oil, I guess.
Yeah,
and I kind of figured the Peeps would be in the same vein. They'd have like a hot cinnamon flavor to the coating. So I thought they'd have been good.
Yeah, the thing with the Gushers were, not only were they bad spicy, it wasn't that spicy, it just tasted bad.
Well,
like it was like spicy pineapple. Oh, it was disgusting.
I didn't think about it, but I sent Adam a care package and I put some of those in it. I think it was the Gushers, and I don't think his kids appreciated the fact they were unexpectedly hot. I guess they thought they were regular Gushers.
JD was supposed to prank a person many times.
I think Sammy Hain on Twitter found the hot tamales ones. I mean, we seen them once and didn't buy them, and then we never seen them again. We saw them like in January, or maybe it was early February. Anyway, it was way early for Easter, and we thought, oh, that's cool, we'll pick those up. But yeah, we never seen them again.
Stuff started coming out about mid-February because the end of January is when they put out the advertisement video for all the new stuff, because each year they do an advertisement video with hints in it. Like, and show, yeah, they put the hints in, and I don't know.
I would have never thought until the whole Crocs thing happened, and I really got to learning about all this. I knew she was into Peeps. I would have never dreamed that the Peeps community of collectors was as huge as it is.
Yeah, have you not looked on Etsy?
Tiny.
Etsy. If you look on Etsy and stuff.
That's funny, but I'm not going to repeat it. So anyway, putting a face with a name. A couple weeks ago, or I guess it was last week before, we done the wrestling talk, and there were some comments made when I quoted my grandfather when he used to yell at Ric Flair on TV, you ain't supposed to flaunt it. So I thought I'd show everybody the man that quote come from. If I can get the angle where you can see him good. That's an old picture. Let me try this other one so people could put a face with the name of the man who's rocking in a chair screaming at the TV, you ain't supposed to flaunt it. So you stop. You can picture that coming from Papaw Herd there. Ooh, People spelled with 2 E's. That's a good name for the Peep collectors. People. That's a pretty good name. And then for everybody who's getting tired of working from my home, my old man done it for years. His actual business shop is next to the house, but he'd spend the first part of the day working the phones from the kitchen table. Back when you could still smoke indoors, I guess. Yeah. But we don't. Nobody else does. But yeah, he's smoking in that picture. So good on him. It's another reason he's my hero. We got to hold on to our traditions. Tobacco built this country. So what other Peep stuff you got?
None out here, but oh gosh, I got all kinds of. I've got socks, shoes, bubbles, shirts, headbands, figures, Funkos, stuffed animals, cereals, boxes, papers.
You need a Peep-shaped rubber ducky. That would be.
They sell that.
Okay, I was going to say
it's
that.
$3.98 on their website. I think it's on the third page.
She knows all this stuff.
They have beach balls and beach towels. They got a 4-foot one for $99.
Have you ever thought about writing? You could could put something on the Retro Network. I could help you with it. You write it, we'll clean it up.
That'd be a lot of cleaning.
You could put something together about your Peeps collection. Maybe do it in like a 3 or 4 part series. Have you ever worn all that stuff at once, Jason?
No, I just got the Peeps recently. I wore this shirt with it once, but I was wearing the hoodie, so no one's seen it. I have worn the socks, headband, and shirt at once, though.
That's about as close as you get right there.
Yeah, I almost got a full outfit. All I need now is some pants. Do you know they also sell Peeps underwear on the website?
That's cool.
Yeah, they sell everything.
Karen says, I really like Barks before Coca-Cola bottle. A&W is very close second. I'm not a big A&W fan. Of all the commercially mass-produced root beers, Barks is my favorite in that category. It was better, like I said, before Coke bottle, but even now, of a mass-produced one that you can find everywhere, Barks is at the top of my list. You can find in most of the country, Boylan, B-O-Y-L-A-N. It's in a dark brown glass bottle with a painted on yellow label. It is, in a lot of areas, it's better than Barks, I think. Do you ever go for the bunny Peeps?
Sometimes, yeah. Mostly for trying out different flavors or holiday ones. But I prefer the chicks so much, I usually stick to them.
Jason says, do they make a Peeps Halloween costume? I can answer this.
Yes, they do.
They make life-size Peeps costumes for adults and kids.
Yeah, the kids' ones looks more real. But also, if you go to the website, they got someone wearing a costume on there that's much better made than the other ones, and is very different from it. But it's not when you find for online anywhere for sale. But it's weird. It's
crazy. Let's see. John says, "Do you ever?" Oh, the Buddy Peeps already done. Tiny says, "Do they have a Peeps onesie like Ralphie wears in A Christmas Story?"
I haven't seen it, but I mean, in a world today, everything's a thing. So I mean, if you look hard enough, probably.
And Karen says, "Peeps Christmas sweater." With a
I have
emoji.
not seen a Peeps Christmas sweater.
We'll have to get in touch with the fine folks at fun.com and halloweencostumes.com and see if maybe a Peeps Christmas, or maybe a Peep with its head bit off and bleeding Halloween sweater.
You know,
that would be awesome.
They have a graphic of that. They put about Halloween on their Instagram.
Really?
Yes, and I also had a video of a person biting a head at one point.
That's pretty cool. And Karen says, although there are some places you can wear a sweater for Easter, not usually in Georgia. Not usually here either, but
I'm cold all the time.
Yeah, she is cold all the time. This is her summer outfit, the hoodie and beanie. So,
and jeans and long socks.
This morning, got up, went outside at 6 o'clock. It's snowing for Easter, for Good Friday.
Which is weird. I'm not complaining. I enjoy it.
Well, we're at here in the mountains in the Appalachians. It's tradition you plant your taters on Good Friday. Regardless of how it moves up and down the calendar, you just plant them on Good Friday. Yeah, not this year. I stayed inside today. I watched 5 movies today. None of them were Toy Story that I was supposed to watch for a future podcast. None of them was The Matrix yet either. All the movies I watched were from the 70s. I'm on this big 70s movie kick. I watched Convoy, which is awesome. Anytime you got truckers and CBs and country music stars, it's going to be a hit. So Convoy was a hit. We watched Rescue from Gilligan's Island. It don't hold up like it did when I was 12 years old and watched it. What else did I watch today? Death Race 2000.
Yeah.
Sly Stallone's first movie. David Carradine, Keith Carradine, one of the Carradines. Okay. It's an awesome movie. First time I'd seen it. What else did I watch? Southern Comfort. Watched it for the 40 millionth time in my life. That's actually not from the 70s. That's from 1980 or 81. And I watched Return to Macon County with Don Johnson and Nick Nolte when they were both young. Don Johnson was fresh out of teenage years, and they were great. So it's just, I stayed in the house all day today. It's been cold.
That's what I do every day.
What's your CB handle, good buddy? I inherited my dad's, and that would be Nervous Wreck. That's the CB handle. Mm-hmm. And then Big Shot. I guess that would be one too. True story, and Tiny can attest to this because Tiny was one. There was a group of us in high school in the late 90s that all had CBs that we would, I ain't going to say we would play Smokey and the Bandit. It kind of was Smokey and the Bandit when we were all racing out of high school like a bat out of hell. The first one that saw a cop parked waiting somewhere radioed the rest of us so we could slow down. So, them were the days. Those were the good old days.
Speaking of driving, I'm supposed to get my learners.
Yeah, this one here is supposed to get her learners here in like 2 weeks.
20 days to be
exact. The DMV's closed, so what do you do? I think I'll just let you start driving. I'll fill you out a piece of paper. Jason's good with imaging and all this stuff. Maybe we can fake something. I'll send you the Virginia seal. Maybe we'll see what you can do with it, Jason. You're pretty good at that.
I mean, the dark web exists for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, technically, since it's illegal, it'll be the deep web. That's the difference. Dark web is illegal, and deep web is actually legal.
Tiny's dad's CB handle was Whistle Pig. I've heard him called worse. So, yeah, my dad was Nervous Wreck in all his years of traveling. He wasn't ever actually a truck driver, but he made his own deliveries for his business all over the country. And he rolled with the CB for years. He talks about those halcyon days of the 70s with the CBs, and when all you had to worry about was outrunning that one cop. You didn't have to worry about outrunning the helicopters and the satellites and this and that, and you could actually get away. You could make it to the county line, the state line, and you were free and clear. And so watching those old movies like Convoy and Smokey and the Bandit, it reminds me a lot of listening to him and the days that he enjoyed. You know, we look fondly back at the 80s and 90s for stuff like movies and comic books, and you know, he didn't grow up that stuff. He looks back to his favorite days with nostalgia and through a retro eye, the things he enjoyed, and that was living on the fringe of the law. And, I think that's where I inherited a lot of it from, was watching him do it, get away from it. So it was nothing. That 1.5 mile drive to school, it was nothing to crank it up to 85. Tried to go 1.5 miles just to get to school for no other reason than it felt good to go fast. That you weren't in a hurry, you weren't running late. It just felt good to go fast. Put that window down, put it in the wind, and let it go. So the Christmas candy cane one was good, and hot chocolate. I bet that would be marshmallow and candy cane. Yeah.
I don't like peppermint. That's the only one I don't really like.
No,
Because I
she
don't like
don't.
peppermint. That's like the only peep I don't really enjoy.
Seems like most people in here tonight are regulars anyway. I thought if we had some new people, I was going to plug some podcasts. I was going to show something off that Adam would get a kick out of. I was going to ask people if they knew what this was. I know Adam knows what it is. You know what this is? It's a comic book.
Obviously.
X-Force #1.
It's a Marvel's comic.
So you have no idea why it's important, but when this came out, this was the best-selling comic book of all time when it came out.
Dang.
It was eclipsed shortly after by X-Men #1. But that's why I keep a copy of it put up. So Jason says, everybody in my town had a scanner to monitor the police frequencies. Yeah, you can't even do that anymore.
That's illegal?
Until you wreck and spill the chili dog down your shirt. Shout out to the Grocery Story podcast. Yes. I was wondering if you had heard that. Jason and I were talking that when he runs out of grocery stories, I might have to bring you on as the co-host from your years of working in the grocery business. And then maybe we just evolve into high school stories or something, because I've got way more stories to tell than God. I could do these short episodes on grocery stories and teenage stories. That's a 300 to 500 episode series right there without even trying. Just Joe Ward alone, I can do 10 shows on one guy at the grocery store.
Dang. Earlier today at the grocery store, I actually yelled at an old lady for grabbing a drink the wrong way.
How'd you grab it?
I bent it down. It was on the bottom shelf. I was grabbing my energy drink, and so the lady gave me a mean look and said, it was like, busted me. It wasn't loud. It was low volume and stuff. But then she gave me the side eye as I walked away. It was weird. I didn't do anything different than normal.
What am I paying for all this Taekwondo training for? That's the type of person you punch in the throat so they learn their lesson the first time.
No. See, I couldn't because social distancing.
Well, with those long legs you got, you could probably.
Fair enough. I can kick in one kick.
In the ear hole.
Yeah, I can definitely kick 6 feet with one kick. In fact, I can kick more than that with one kick. If I do one of the big ones, one of the big spinning ones across the room. Those are the fun ones.
No, people like that just need to mind their own business. So.
Yeah.
Sweep the leg, Jason says. No mercy.
Do a shoulder.
There's no mercy in this dojo, she'd say. She's a big Cobra Kai fan. We're going to look tonight or in the morning to see if season 1 is still free on YouTube, because she missed part of it. She come in late, liked it, and loved season 2. So we're going to try to maybe watch some more of it starting this weekend. Go back to the beginning. So that would be.
They actually do tell us to kill people at the dojo in the life-threatening scenarios when people has a gun or something.
Oh, I know.
I'm sure they tell you shoot them like 5 times. It's like, okay.
And I don't disagree with it. Mick Flair can put the figure 4 on. Yep. Drop the big elbow. The big go-ahead bionic elbow there. People like that, you just need to ask them or tell them just to mind their own business.
Or you give them side eye back while you walk away.
No, you don't give them side eye. That's what they're doing. That's what That's why Cobra Kai was great. That first episode when Johnny Lawrence told Daniel or told Miguel, whoever, I'm going to teach you a fighting style that your pansy-ass generation desperately needs. You don't side-eye people. That's what kids your age do these days. That's the ones you need to headbutt.
Kids my age give the middle finger and curse out the old people.
That's a step up from the side-eye.
Yeah, but see, if I do that, I lose my phone.
Still available.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, not from me, you wouldn't. Maybe from your mom.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
If I actually did that, you'd probably take my phone away too.
Everywhere you are, you need to control the room. Take that for what it's worth. You don't let that woman tell you that stuff.
I was in a rush.
Well, that ain't no excuse. Well, has anybody got any other questions or anything for me or Lexi? If not, we'll wrap this up in a minute and get on out. You know what they need? Peeps flavored Pop-Tarts. Or maybe Pop-Tart flavored Peeps.
You know, they've had a lot of Peeps favorite things in the past. Remember,
Peeps Justice
slush
this fall
war.
on the USA Network. Starred Steven Seagal and Chuck Norris and Lexi.
No. No.
Southern Justice, starring Lexi and her dad. Well, I think we already got a show called Southern Justice filmed right over here in Jefferson, don't we? Jefferson and Bristol or somewhere.
I don't know.
Just wanted to say I love the new wrestling show. I thought you would be a fan of that. I got some stuff out for that too, for newbies. I was going to show off and talk about our new show on the network, The House Show. Maybe the Peep Show needs to be a podcast. That's a cool name. Maybe a segment or something. But I was going to show off this cool old school Hulk Hogan figure. It was made in the 2000s, but it was old school design to advertise the show. And I was going to advertise Secret Quest. And because Adam loves VHS, I pulled out one he done a review on because I wanted him to. I wanted to know his opinion and paid him to do it for Retro Ramblings. Grew up the wrestling movie on VHS. That is such a good movie. Oh, no, I know what else I was going to do. Yeah, Power Brother. Jason, and I'm going to do this on Instagram. I'm going to go through them all on Instagram like he did his casinos. But I brought along some wax packs to show people what's coming up here possibly in the near future. Place 2 Peeps in a microwave and then expand to fight each other.
Yeah, also someone back up said, would we drink Peeps soda? Well, I've had a lot of different sodas in the past. Like a lot. I've had a lot. I mean, yeah.
Well, we just had soda flavored Peeps, so Peeps flavored soda.
Fair enough. Yeah, probably just be similar to like.
The screen's gonna shake a little bit, folks. I can't not touch the table doing this. So. You have to do the live streams on a computer. I can't do it with the tripod and the camera because it's considered mobile, and we don't have enough followers to do live streams from mobile. It has to be done from a
well, if you buy it, if you can buy like a web camera, like a nice one to plug in or something, you can do that.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm not, I'm not going to use the C word. I'm frugal. I'm not going to go buy that just to do a random live stream every now and then. But some wax packs possibly coming up in the near future. Plus, I just want to show some off for people who are interested. We have 1988 Topps baseball cards. These were the most produced baseball cards in history. More packs of these were made than any other set ever. It was kind of like the 90s speculator boom market in comic books, but with baseball cards in the late 80s. Here's one this will have to wait until October for the whole month of Halloween. Fright Flicks cards. It's cards based on horror movies of the 70s and 80s. Yeah, you'll like that.
Yeah.
We got E.T. cards that'll be coming up here pretty soon. Here's another one that'll wait till Halloween. Little Shop of Horrors based on the Rick Moranis movie. That nice. Who Framed Roger Rabbit wax packs. This is a good one. This was a hit. The A-Team trading cards. They'll be coming at some point on the Retro Network. These had 2 different wax pack designs. You had this ensemble pack, and then you had one of just Mr. T. I've got both of them in the collection. I'm a completist when it comes to that, the different card packages. We got Alf cards we'll do here in the near future. Oh, John. Shop horror cards. Whoa. This right here might make you go, whoa, too. Rare, hard to find, and expensive when you do. Masters of the Universe. I got all 4 packs. He-Man, Skeletor, Tila, and Orko. I've got 1 extra pack. We'll be opening that on camera at some point. These things are kind of one of my holy grails, but we got them. Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom cards, Rocky 2 cards, coming up in the very, very, very near future. Rocky 4, which this has 2 packs. You got this one with Rocky, and the other one has Drago swinging the other direction, so their gloves are colliding. I sent Jason a pack of the Drago, and we'll open these on the same day between YouTube and Instagram, like we've been doing a lot of stuff. So those are going to come up. I got to ship Jason's out. I've got him a whole big box, 30, 40 packs of cards coming his way.
Dang.
Yeah. These will be fun too. Yo MTV Raps. Tiny will be all about that one when that one drops. So, he was a big rap fan. Adam, Rocketeer card. This had multiple pack design too. I've got the other pack of it as well. We got Ninja Turtle cards coming soon. This is from number 2. I got movie number 1 as well. Back to the Future 2, they'll be coming. We got Dark Crystal cards. If you're Dark Crystal, go check out RD's Attention on the Retro Days YouTube channel. Like I talked about top of the hour. There's a Dark Crystal episode. And everything's based on Dark Crystal. It's pretty cool. We got Tiny Toon Adventures we'll do one day. New edition. Not necessarily. I collect one of everything I buy. I keep them unopened. I didn't buy these necessarily to collect, but I thought they'd be fun to open. Star Wars Galaxy cards from the 90s. See what I would get. Jason says Adam has the whole set. Tiny says he loves the old rap. Yeah, I know. We got Skeleton Warrior cards. We'll probably keep those till October too. Just so we got something for every week in October. Batman Forever. Can't really see that. Batman Forever cards. I love those when those come out. Another Halloween Tales from the Crypt cards. Those will be fun. Yeah, we got Saved by the Bell cards. These are not the college year cards. These are the rare, based on the actual TV show cards. The college year cards are everywhere. You can find those. You can get a whole box of 36 packs for $5 on eBay. These, not so much. Fox Kids Network 1995 Premiere Edition. These are really cool because they feature cards based on all their cartoon properties from Saturdays. Like Eek, Spider-Man, Bobby's World, The Tick, X-Men. You get all of that in one pack. These are really cool. Unfortunately, you only get 6 cards per pack. Fortunately, I got a whole box of 36 packs of these bad boys. So I can get all the fun. Yeah. A lot of times I find it's cheaper and easier just to buy a whole box when you find them. Because then it allows us to do stuff like giveaways, which if you're watching, you're going to get the earliest news about it. We've got a major, massive wax pack giveaway coming up very, very, very soon where some lucky winner is going to take home their own complete stash from my collection. More packs than you can count. I mean, more than is here right now. All of them will be different. So keep watching the Wax Pack Flashback in the YouTube channel and the retronetwork.com for more information on that in the very, 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 I can't say very enough, near future. Maybe as soon as this coming week. Maybe not. We'll see. Well, you got anything else to add?
I don't think so.
I should have gotten one of your portraits and showed it off. Maybe you could have sold one to somebody. What are you doing that for? They're great. You sell them for hundreds of dollars.
Not hundreds of dollars. Don't lie.
What was that first? Oh, that one was 50. Never mind.
Yeah.
Then you sold. Well, the last one was $100.
Still, not hundreds.
Well, it's not hundreds either. What else did I have? I made notes on what I wanted to cover. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Retro Network YouTube channel. And if you do watch the Wax Pack Flashback shows, go to Instagram and watch Jason's. There's not reaction videos. What are they? Response videos. That's what we call them. Response videos. Yes. Generally on Friday morning, you get the Wax Pack Flashback here on YouTube. Friday afternoon on Instagram, you get Jason opening the same pack of cards. Unless he don't have it, then he opens something comparable or something that I opened before he started doing that on Instagram. He goes back and catches up. But I'm making sure this is, he's getting all the stuff coming to him that I'll be opening probably for at least the next 3 or 4 months. So you'll get to see 2 different packs of the same card on both channels. So, Lexi, thank you for doing this. This was fun. Those Peeps, those Fruit Loops one were really good.
You can have the other 2 if you want.
I can't eat them, baby. You know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
The root beer were good. The chocolate pudding was good.
Yep.
I'm going to give them all 2 thumbs up. It was a win-win-win. So, Karen says she's going to make the ranch oyster crackers from Dinosaur Dracula tomorrow. My cousin Vicky used to make those, and they are awesome. You won't be disappointed with that if you like ranch anyway. Tiny always enjoys the live streams. Nice, Alexi, to let you join in. Yeah, I pitched this one to her. It's always easier to do something live with somebody else. It's going to be Peeps. We wanted to do something food. The food stuff has done gangbuster numbers on the podcast episodes, so we know people like to see and hear about food. And, you know, it's Halloween. It's Easter.
I wish it was Halloween.
Peeps are big. In Easter, they're as big as you get with Easter candy, so it all just worked together well. Yeah. We thought, let's do a live stream.
Everyone knows about Peeps.
And especially now that everybody's sitting at home, not going out and doing stuff, we thought it was perfect. And that's what we've done. Yeah. At some point, I think we're going to do a live stream where maybe I open 4 or 5 different packs of cards in one live stream. Maybe. I still got my favorite cards, favorite sports cards, favorite baseball cards ever that I got in. I still know how to open the pack up since I got them. 1992 Topps baseball with the gold cards in them. I can't tell you why those were my favorite baseball cards. They just were. Maybe it's because I had more of them than anything else. But I got a stack of those things in, sending Jason some. Maybe that'll be on the first live stream. Maybe I'll rip through 4 or 5 packs of those plus some other stuff, just so I give myself an excuse. Like Jason has told me, it's hard. All he wants to do every day is open packs of cards, but we save them. He saves them to do the shows with, so everyone can watch along and enjoy it too. 1989 Upper Deck was Tiny's favorite. Yeah, don't hit the tape.
Yeah, I hit my
But anyway, we're going on close to an hour. We're going to get off here. This video will finish uploading. I'll edit out the beginning when nobody was here and it's just rambling on. And of course, that's what I do. I'm a retro rambler. I ramble, talk about old stuff all the time. My mom constantly lectured these kids about how the old stuff is better than their new stuff. And usually when they let me show them, they agree. Stuff like the old shows, like Twilight Zone. This kid is a major Twilight Zone fan since she let me show it to her.
I think they just love the more, I don't know, not really dogs. It's not really a dog show. I don't know.
Maybe I'll show you Dark Shadows at some point since you're such a Halloween fan. It's on Tubi. Go check out Tubi. Hey, all these movies I talked about watching today were either on Tubi or Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, Tubi is free. Convoy's on Tubi. He gets my top pick of the day. Death Race 2000 gets my second recommendation of the day. It's on Tubi as well. Both totally free. Go check both of those out. I think you'll like it. Anyway, everybody be good. Stay safe. Have a happy Easter. Check out the retronetwork.com. Check out the podcast dropping Tuesday. What are we talking about? Oh, other action figure lines. Not G.I. Joe, not He-Man, not Thundercats, not Transformers. We're talking about the little things. We're talking about, hell, I'm going to bring up some that I used to get at the Family Dollar store, action figures, and some other stuff. So check that out Tuesday. New Sequel Quest drops on Friday. Wizards Podcast Guide to Comic drops new every other Wednesday. Have a lot of stuff on the opposite Wednesdays. The house show drops on Thursdays. We still need something for the Monday time slot. So let's figure out what we can do, and also watch for the random episodes of Situation Jukebox to drop where we talk about old music. If old music is your bag, like it is us at the Retro Network, these old cassettes, not singles, but full cassettes. Watch for the new episodes of Situation Jukebox. Go over to the Retro Days YouTube channel to watch RD's Detention. Be here every Friday for the Wax Pack Flashback. Head to Instagram every Friday for Jason's response video. What else am I missing here? What am I not hitting? I try to plug everything. Go to fun.com. They've been good to us. The Patreon page. New written series on Patreon, Arcade Classics. First volume, first part dropped this past Monday on Pong. This coming Monday is the original Pac-Man, plus a little information on some of the others. Grocery Stories podcast on Patreon. God, I could go on and on. I'll never end this if I keep talking about everything we've got going on. So thanks for watching. Stay safe. Stay quarantined. Don't cough on nobody. Make sure you're using the right thermometer before you stick it in your mouth. And
that's a good lesson.
Yes. I guess that's about it.
Although if someone makes a mistake, I'm pretty sure they'll only make it once. I'd hope they'd only make it once.
First time's a mistake. Second time is a little freaky. So
yeah.
All right. We'll see y'all later.